Hey, it's Lee again with Over the Rainbow Reborns. 2 videos in one night. Imagine that. Um, my other video was with Cole and his little vintage romper. And if you hear a fan in the background, that's actually my way of escaping the heat. Even though I have central air, it's still never cool enough for me. Anyways, this little vintage outfit that I got was off of eBay, and it was labeled from the 50s, and it was a lot of clothes that a person was selling, and they said that they were 50s and 60s. So I'm not sure if this is from the 50s or the 60s, but it's still vintage. Actually, I think her term she used was antique. So I just wanted to come back on here and share some things with you, because I kind of went vintage overboard. Of course, if you've watched all my videos, you see that I have two carriages. One's an Italian Pram, and the other one is a 1920s carriage, made in the U.S. And in the Italian Pram, I've always had my Britney sculpt in it. She's beautiful. I thought she looks good in it, and so pretty much that's been hers since I got it. When I first got the Pram, I was trying to find bedding, some lacy, pretty bedding that I could put in it. Well, could never find anything that I wanted. So I decided just to buy some covers that I think I got, blankets from the thrift store. I kind of enhanced them, made it, there was a pillow that was kind of lacy, and I kind of enhanced it. There's a video on those too. And I really didn't know how to arrange them in the Pram, and they ended up, none of the enhancements showed, so I put them in the baby bed. Well, they didn't show in the baby bed either, because from one end, side to side, to the other end is full of babies, dolls. So I just kept thinking about, how neat it would be to get a vintage baptismal gown and put on my Britney sculpt, and try to figure out some way to put blankets that are nice in the Pram. So I started on the hunt for a vintage christening gown, and I got one. I'm going to move my little Cole and show you. I don't know what else I was showing you there, but I hope not a messy room. I got this. It's got a little bonnet, a jacket. The dress itself is very sheer, and it has a silk slip under it. Look at that lace. It's adorable on her. Fits are perfect. Fits are like a glove. And I just had to work on getting the blankets arranged, or get some blankets for the Pram. Now, I do want to wash this, and I've got some OxiClean, because I'm not sure. I mean, I like this antique coloring look, but I'm not sure if it's maybe supposed to be white, but I doubt it. I need to work. There's some seam that is ripped in the back, and these are held, the ribbons are held on with safety pins, and I don't want them to rust on the material, so I want to stitch those. And, you know, press the ribbons. So, yeah. It's beautiful on her. Well, then I decided, well, I need some toys, like a rattle. And I like those silver dumbbell looking rattles. So I found one of those that was vintage, sterling silver. So I ordered that. And I found, I think it was supposed to make something sound in it, but it's like a little metal piece that's engraved on a mother of pearl ring. From what I understand, you know, the kids were given those and they could teeth on the ring and shake the rattle. Well, I got one of those, and I'll show those things at another time. I got a vintage glass bottle. I got a vintage, I don't know where it went. I was looking for a rag doll, but I thought this was so pretty. It's a little rabbit, and it is vintage. I just don't know how vintage. There is a hand-sewn tag in it that says Millicent, old lace, number 184. So maybe the lace is old, but I thought that was cute. I think I don't like that flower on its head as a hat and all that, so I might remove that depending on what's under it. They had it listed as a cat with a cat face, but these are ears. It's obviously a bunny. So I thought that would look cute with her in the pram. Then I thought, well, I'd like to look for a few more vintage clothes. So I went searching on eBay, and I found a lady that had a large lot of both girl and boy clothes. The starting bid was only $20, and to me it was a lot of clothes for $20 for being vintage, when I've seen some of these single vintage dresses go for $20 a piece or more. So unbelievably, I put a $20 bid down on it, and I got to thinking, oh, I'm never going to get that. And I was actually emailing back and forth to this lady, and she said that she had some offers because there was a make an offer button too. So I was like, oh shoot, I'm probably not going to get it, and I had to go out of town, so I wasn't going to be able to watch it. So I went back in and I increased my bid up to, I don't know, $45, $50. And as I was out of town, the auction was over, as I was driving down the road actually, and I saw that I won. Nobody else bid on them. I got this box of clothes for $20. So let me begin to show you. This is one of the dresses. The details on these are beautiful. They even have slips under them. Some of them. And these I've seen go for higher amounts. There's this one. This is all smocking. Now, as ecstatic as I was to win them, of course, I was still talking back and forth with the lady. Very nice woman. And I asked her if she knew the history on the clothes. And she sent me a message back and said, how ironic, because I was sitting here putting notes on a lot of them as to how they relate to me. So I was excited. There is, and let me see if I can find it real quick. One diaper shirt in here that she said that her husband, who was born in 1931, wore. Now, it's in rough condition, but considering that it's that old, it's silky. Now, I mean, it is ripped, but just look at that hand detailed little pink flowers embroidered. Now, of course, in the back, I mean, it's like a nylon silk, so there's runs in it, and it's even slit. But I think what I'm going to do is frame it and put it as a nursery picture. Okay, sorry, my daughter came in and I had to pause. So I just want to get through some of this and probably not give a lot of detail because there's so much, and this is already almost 13 minutes long. I'm probably gonna divide it up into a couple videos anyways. This little dress, it's a very like a chiffon-y, I don't know, silky, and it's for an older baby, but it was very pretty. This romper, which I think is really cute. Another white embroidered dress. I think that embroidery is showing up very good. And it too has a slip that is also embroidered. Look at that detail. And a pink one. So with that diaper shirt being from the 30s, a lot of these were her kids, and she had a son that was born in 51, a son that was born in 57, and daughters that were born somewhere in there. She didn't give me a lot of detail about the daughters. And then this pink embroidered. Now, some of these do have tags in them. Samara Brothers. And I think Feldman's is some of them. Some of them the tag just says handmade, like this. Pretty white dress embroidered with pink flowers and green leaves. The bottom. The slip underneath. I'm not even part way done with these. This silky little dress. Well, it says 18 months, so it's not that little. I don't know if the tag says anything else. No. It's got little buttons at the top. Very silky. And then this embroidery dress, kind of a scalloped lace edging. Look at that. She did say a lot of these were handmade. Her mother used to make dresses. As a matter of fact, her mother made her daughter a dress, and her daughter, or her mother, has since passed away, but she gave me that dress. Well, I bought it. Here is a sheer pink. All the embroidery. Some smocking across there. Very sheer. And then this one, it says Kate Greenaway. And then there's this little dress. Has all this embroidered flowers on the front. Now this one too says it's the Kate Greenaway. And then there's this dress. It has a tag as well. Lil Heiress. It's got lace, ribbon, and this little blue dress with the smocking and the embroidery, little puff sleeves with lace. It's got the embroidered slip underneath it. So this is like, they're two pieces. Now, I'm kind of starting into the boy stuff, but I'll do that at another video. But this one, I want to show this one thing here. Like I said, I need to wash these and iron them and everything. This is a boy's romper. It needs some mending. Some of the buttons are off of it. And the belt's gone. But I think I can make a belt. She said that her son that was born in '51 wore this for his christening. Now, I don't know, but things like that I would hand down to my kids. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't want them. But like I said, this is just part. I have a bunch of boy stuff. That is the box they all came in, and that is still full almost to the top. Girl and boy stuff, but more like winter stuff. So I was, and still am, just tickled pink. And this is almost 20 minutes long now. I just wanted to share. I will continue because I still have a lot more to share. And I'll stop for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I will come back soon. And thank you for the new friends that have subscribed. I have gotten several. I really appreciate it. I apologize for being missing in action for about 3 or 4 weeks. But I think I'm back. So, thanks for watching. Good night.